Hi folks, Tim here and welcome back to Elmendorf Acres. Well, today we are doing a review of the Dewalt cordless air inflator. Model number on this is DCC020IB and it's their cordless air inflator. It works with their 20-volt batteries, which as you can see we've got quite a few of. So we're going to open this, we're going to unbox it, and we're going to do a quick review and a test on it. Now, this is something I ordered myself. It is not something that the company shipped us, but we have mowers and trailers in the field all the time, and I got tired of carrying around the portable air tank, which really does work great. So I thought this would give us a nice option to be able to have this right in the truck with us. And let's open it and see what we find. So you can see I'm in my small engine room here today, and this is kind of a small workbench, but one where we can tinker on the saws and leaf blowers, weed whackers, things like that. So I figured this was a decent spot to open this. So this was the bare tool, did not have a battery. I have lots of Dewalt batteries already, so I didn't feel the need to buy the battery as well. We already carry Dewalt tools in the truck with us. Their little cordless 20-volt chainsaw and the angle grinder. So both of those we use all the time. And I like the angle grinder. If we hit a rock, we can touch up the mower blades. So there it is. Let's open it up and see how it works. As you can see, the battery clicks in here. So I've got a 5 amp hour battery, which is kind of my preferred. You can see it is fully charged. We're going to click it right in. Okay, now turn it on. That looks quite simple. Shows you it's not connected, shows you the PSI. Apparently this also has a flashlight. So this right here, this button right here, is for flashlight. And let's turn the lights off in here. It's an okay light. You're not going to get a lot of light out of it, but at least you can see the area you're working in. We have our attachments here. We've got the needle for filling up small tires and things like that. All right, so this is your high volume hose. It goes into this one right here. It's got a little click lock. Turn it, quarter turn. And then you want to change the setting here on the front. See, this one shows for your tire, and that's your high volume air. And here we go, let's see. Yeah, pretty impressive. Even blows stuff off the counter. So I think that would work well for filling up your inflatable raft in your pool, things like that, or an air mattress maybe when you're camping. It just clicks right back in there and stores down here. So all in all, that seems to work as advertised. Now, the real reason I bought this was for the tire inflator, which we all know is right here. Very, very easy to use. You want to switch that back to tire, and this dial can set it to where we want it. Now, I'm going to do a real test on this. I deflated one of my trailer tires, and those hold 50 PSI. So let's crank this right up to 50, and we're going to see exactly how long it takes to fill this tire. I'm going to set the tire right up here on the table, that way you can see it. And we're going to time it. See just how long it takes. Alright, so I've got this tire deflated right down to 0 or thereabouts. Let's see what it comes up. Might still have a couple PSI in it. Let's see how we look here. We brought it up to 50. And we're going to hit start. But I also have my stopwatch here. So let's see if we can get all of these in one screen at once. And it won't be perfectly accurate, but it'll be pretty close. Here we go. Ready? We're going to hit start at the same time. Look. About 2 seconds behind. Well, there we are. Close to 9.5 minutes. And if you remember, when I hit start on my phone and start on this, it was about a 2-second delay. So 9 minutes and 20 seconds it took from 0 PSI up to 50 PSI on this trailer tire. Now that's usually what we run in our trailers, somewhere in the 45 PSI range, but it's rated for 50, and I wanted to inflate it to 50 to give you a real time frame of how it worked. Now, this is a 5 amp hour battery. And if we look here, let's see, we've got, well, it says still full charge, so it didn't draw a whole lot from the battery. This just clicks back together like this, and that's pretty nice there. That attaches quite nicely, actually. And then that just wraps around, and they've got this little snap on the back on the piece of hose. You just click that in, and there you have it. It's all ready to go. So that's the way this hose stores. The high flow hose, let me move this tire out of the way now that it's inflated. And put my cover back on. So the high flow hose, I don't love how that stores. Not my favorite. Let's be honest though, not something I'm really going to use from a landscape standpoint. So if we hook it like this and like this, I feel like it just kind of, it sits, it gets in the way, it doesn't click in quite the way you'd want. This thing hangs off, but it is an all-inclusive piece, and it seems to inflate quite nicely up to 50, as long as you have time to let it do its thing. Now let's open this side here. Let's see. That squeezes like that, and then that opens. So this is so that you can use this, plug it in your cigarette lighter, plug this in here, and be able to inflate without having the Dewalt battery on hand. And as with all these things, good luck getting them back in once you pull them out, huh? But we'll get it. And that's back in. All right. It did say it was AC compatible. Now, I don't see where on it that it has that. So all in all, a nice little tool to have in the toolbox to keep in the truck. Like I said, we have multiple crews, multiple trucks, and in our large mower trailer, we do have one of the big pressure tanks that we keep in there, and we fill it from the compressor back at the shop, and we keep it in there, which fills up a tire much faster than this. However, this is small enough that it can fit right behind the seat in your car, right behind the seat in your truck, and it does work, it's just a little slow. So that's my review of this Dewalt inflator. Again, we weren't paid for this, but it's a tool that I bought recently just to add to one of the trucks. So thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe, please share.